Humanity, the human race, mankind. We've been around for 200,000 years, but will we always be here? I think we already know the answer to that. So, if our time here is limited, then what do we predict will get us? Yikes. Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm Rebecca Felgate, and today we're asking, what is the greatest threat to humanity? Before we launch into this video, I just want to ask all of you watching to leave a thumbs up on this video if you like it. And of course, at the end, do leave us a comment saying what you think the greatest threat to humanity is. Okay, let's do this. So the former rulers of planet Earth were the dinosaurs, who roamed for around 180 million years before they died out 65.5 million years ago. Humanity, by comparison, is in its early infancy. Despite being around for a fraction of the time that dinosaurs were, we have changed the landscape of planet Earth significantly, and we've even changed the climate. Speaking of climate, it might actually be a good place to start. 97% of scientists agree that warming trends over the past century are as a result of human activity. Ocean levels are rising. Atmospheric CO2 is the highest it's ever been. 2016 was the hottest year on record. There are more wildfires than ever in the United States. The ocean's acidity has increased by 30%. We could go on. At the rate we're going, we could very well make Earth uninhabitable for humanity in the future. As the climate changes, we are more exposed to natural disasters than ever. We talked about fires, but the world is at risk from all kinds of disasters, including monsoons and tsunamis. That is on top of the other natural disasters we can expect outside of global warming, such as the eventual eruption of Yellowstone volcano that could obliterate a huge proportion of the United States. Of course, natural disasters are tricky, not just for the initial damage that they cause, but because of the aftermath, which includes destruction of crop and food supplies, as well as the sicknesses it can generate. Speaking of sickness, as the Earth's population increases and we begin living within closer proximity to one another, the risk of global pandemics is great. The plague wiped out up to 50% of the entire population of Europe in the 1300s. Spanish flu infected a third of the world's population in 1919, and we're still grappling with new diseases today, with the increased ability to travel making it easier for bacteria to spread. Of course, speaking of bacteria, should it ever mutate and become resistant to antibiotics, we would be in serious trouble. Perhaps we could meet the same fate the dinosaurs did if an asteroid were to hurl towards us. The key difference between us and the dinosaurs is that we have a much better understanding of what is coming and how to deal with it. They, on the other hand, were pretty helpless. We are working on the technology to tackle a potentially threatening asteroid. Plus, it is unlikely humans would die out completely in an ice age. We know how to insulate ourselves, although much of the population would admittedly suffer, especially if once again our food supplies were threatened. War is a huge threat to humanity, especially considering our current most powerful weapons. If nuclear war broke out, it would be a game changer. The majority of people would die if doomsday came around. The rest would die out from lack of food, nuclear fallout, and disease. Humans created artificial intelligence to aid us day to day, but some predict that by the year 2075, AI will be as advanced as the human brain. The good thing about AI is that it is much less feeble than the human body. Theorists, including Stephen Hawking, have warned that AI could replace humanity. And then, what of aliens? We haven't found another alien civilization yet, but that doesn't mean that they haven't found us. We have no real idea as to what is out there, and it may sound far-fetched, but there could be extraterrestrial colonists waiting to start a war for our land. Who really knows? Funnily enough, the answer to what the greatest threat to humanity is could arguably be the same for both meanings of the word. Could the biggest threat to humanity not be greed? Greed is the root cause behind war, the root cause behind oil farming and coal mining, and behind the issues created by the dairy industry. Sure, greed does not start pandemics, but it does stop us from caring enough to cure them. If I could put my money on a demise of a brilliant species, I would say it would somehow come down to the G word. But of course, I could be wrong. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section down below. For now, I'm your host, Rebecca Felgate. Make sure that you hit that thumbs up button and you share this video with a friend. I'll catch you guys in the next video, but for now, stay curious, stay alert, and never ever stop questioning. Want more big answers? Why not check out our biggest science question playlist and our biggest what ifs playlist.